Vio Ascend. This is Virtue's new mask, and we're going to talk about it. Seems like there's been something missing in the paintball industry for really a long time. So there's a bunch of like inexpensive $20 to $30 masks. Like JT makes a bunch, Valken makes a bunch. There's Empire masks, whatever. There's a bunch of $30-ish, $20 masks, but there's nothing good in the mid-range. So, I mean, there's Flex 8s. Valken makes the MI9. Yeah, either way, there's a couple of them. And then there's a bunch of high-end masks. So it seems like all the manufacturers have focused most of their energy on low-end, high-end, and there's nothing to fill that middle range gap. So that's what this is, really. It's a mid-range paintball mask. So the Ascend marks Virtue's fourth paintball mask. They had the Contour, they had the Extend, they have the XS, and now the Ascend. So let's actually talk about this thing. So when Virtue's made all their masks, they've kind of based them off the same lens system. So, and the same can be said about the Ascend. So it uses the same actual lens, it uses that same quick release lens retention system. You push a button, folds over, lens comes out. I don't want to go like actually do that because it seems like there's tons of videos on how to actually do that since it's the same in all the Virtue masks. So yeah, lens is the same, lens retention system's the same, and that foam's the same. So you can, has that quick changeable foam that just kind of pops out and you can replace foam. Yeah, it's about the same size as the XS. So when we stand these two up there, it's about the same size. But I think the only real big difference is the XS looks a little bigger, but I think it's just because it has this cool little like lip on the top of the frame, goggle frame right there. So it's not actually that much bigger. I mean, like 1/4 of an inch maybe. It's definitely bigger than the Contour though. I mean, it might be hard to see, but it's definitely a little bit taller. So size-wise, it's similar to the other Virtue masks. It's about the exact same size as the XS. I don't have a Extend though, but the Extend's definitely to be bigger. The big difference is though with the Ascend over the other Virtue masks is that it's all one piece. So everywhere it's black and everywhere it's blue, except for the lens, is all one section. So the furthest you can take this mask apart really is taking out the lens. And that's all. So it's similar to the V-Force grill in that way, how it's all modular. Or not modular, it's all molded as one piece, modular. This thing's modular. So we can, on these, on Virtue's higher end mask, the Contour, the XS, and the Extend, you can take everything off. We can remove this faceplate, they call it. You can remove the ears, the goggle strap, frame, everything. So you can end up with all different pieces on these things. Not that. That's kind of a way they've kept it down in cost. So this being $80 and this is like $150, it's just all one piece, so they don't have to make separate things. They can keep costs down. The biggest difference with this though, in the way at least it feels, is the width of it. So it uses the same goggle frame, so you'd think that it would go back the exact same, but we've noticed that on the XS and the other masks at least, which is used as an example, there is the frame right here, and then the ear, and then the inside of the goggle. So I don't know, that's just how that is. This is a good, see this thing how, I don't know if that's focusing. Yeah, so we have goggle frame, and the ear is part of the goggle frame, and then the inside of it. So being that the ears are a part of the frame, it makes it a little bit wider. So for me, I think a normal sized head, I don't have a huge head, it's a little more comfortable, so it doesn't compress on my head as much. So I'm so used to like the ProFlex and E-Flex, I like that kind of like, I don't know, looser feel, I guess. I mean, loose seems like bad because it makes it feel like it's unsafe and it's gonna fall off, but I don't know what a better word is, but it feels a little bit looser, and it feels like the mask is securing itself by just putting pressure on my eyes from the goggle strap, so it kind of cinches down, not so much compression on the sides. I don't know. I don't know, but it's definitely more comfortable to me because it's a little bit wider. Breathability also seems better. So when you get in huff and puffing in the XS or the Contour or Extend, they don't breathe terrible, but I mean, the ventilation on that thing's definitely better. So while there's nothing on the edges, or you can't see that right there, I mean, the front's pretty open and the sides are more open than the XS. So to me, I don't know, it seems like a better mask. The ventilation's better, and it's more comfortable, and it takes the same lenses, and it's about half the price. So I really like this thing. Breathes super well, really comfortable. It's $80. It's built really well. Yeah, you really can't go wrong with this thing. I love it. Best mask out? Yeah. So I do think that at this point, this is the best paintball mask you can buy. I mean, it's $80. Like, when you think about like this thing, you could buy 2 of these and have extra money over compared to an i5. And I like this more. Like, if you watch my i5 review, I don't really like that thing. So this is more comfortable and breathes better than an i5. Buy this, don't buy an i5. Save your money. The Ascend, the best paintball mask on the planet. Like, comment, subscribe. If you will, check us out, paintballruinmylife.com. We just got some cool new like headbands and barrel covers on there. You can go to paintballruinmylife.com/store. Check it out. We'll be back at some point.